Добър вечер. Добра вечер. Мислим да гледаме малко трейлъри. 1, 2, 3 най-много. Тук съм си ги подбрал специално да си видим трейлърите. Те вече остареха, станаха на една седмица. Сигурно аз още не съм ги гледал. И реших малко да ги погледаме. Така. Просто гледане на трейлъри. Да видим какво са направили. Ще гледаме... Чакай, си ги отворих тук трите специално. Ще гледаме TechDemo-то на Witcher-а. TechDemo, което означава, че са си набухали абсолютно всичките асети, дето са си направили на Unreal Engine 5. 5 и там коя версия го правят, не знам. Може и да е на 5. 5 и 6, то пише 5 и 6, бе, човек, най-новия сега. И си набухали всичките карморен асети. И просто са направили една брутална сцена. То затова се казва TechDemo. Защото това не е реален геймплей. Просто показват какво могат да направят в Unreal Engine. И аз просто нямам думи колко са ненормални. Ако направят това нещо, както са написали, че рън в момента на PlayStation 5 с 60 FPS на стандартен PlayStation 5. Аз не може да представя. Просто не може да представя. Да, ще видим какво са направили. Ще видим и Death Stranding 2. Защото също много ми е кеф. Тя излиза след няколко дни, между другото. Май, не съм сигурен. И ще видим и Resident Evil. Набързо. Айде да видим първо един Witcher.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Я да видим какво сте направили.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
И Ray Tracing.
So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Мечовете не клипват през наметалото. Технология! Технология!
Alright everyone, meet Kelpie!
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Okay.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Много ли силно?
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed.
Не е чак толкова.
And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie. So
Root motion movement. В момента са им служили двата скелетона в
And there
едно,
are also
така
some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
Добре, добре. Да, те са направили и...
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And
То
the
вие
old
сте го гледали
LOD
това,
tricks
да,
of
аз
the
го
past,
гледам за
they
мен
needed a
си.
complete rethink.
Да.
And in their place, it's a
Ама
new
да се вижда.
adaptive
Да се
voxel
вижда.
representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render
това е
whatever
много
amount of
работа, бе,
foliage is needed to achieve
Може
their
ли само,
vision.
ще спра за една секунда, само за една секунда. Това е страшно много работа. Всеки един детайл, който правят с нанайте технология и геометрия, това са толкова много нодове и блупринти и такива финики простоти, че в дистанса нищо да не е повече от един пиксел, да го рендерва, да върви перфектно. В момента уния хички най-отзад е там са един пиксел. Всичко е един пиксел. Съвсем нищичко. И всичко насам се променя. И така направено, че смут да се променят, да не се вижда като на Дейс или на някой другия, как се сбагясва в далечината и като се приближиш малко, оп, и се оправя.
Without compromise.
Много работа.
And no compromise means
Спирам
how
да
ambitious we
бръмна
are
да гледам.
when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
Професионал. Няма такива пустиняци. Аз преди една година, две, толкова много се ядосвах на Unreal Engine. Толкова е бъгав.
Welcome to Valgress.
Толкова не е
So
оптимизирано
Valgress
всичко.
is a port
А то
town,
просто
a hub for
трябва да
fishing,
умееш да
trade,
го правиш.
and
Това
mining.
е страшно много
It's
работа.
one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip
Да
from other
успееш да го
maps.
направиш, наистина
It's
изглежда.
also where Siri took on her current contract.
Както в момента
Let's
изглежда.
leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valgress has to offer.
Бъгър! Изплюй се, бе. И поехлетиш на сега. И на мечката се радва. Гледай как минава между техники. Чекай малко, чиче, я да минем. Бегай. Бегай, байко. Мани се тук да минем. Бегай тук с тия ябълки.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is.
О, яко.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you.
Йой, отида да
Sometimes
крадне.
even setting off chain reactions.
Chain
Everything
reaction.
is working together.
Едно нещо да промениш и да объркаш, всичко се чупи. Това е chain reaction. Всичко ще се чупа, такова нещо.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry
Не може да се
innkeeper.
представя. Я гледам.
That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Не, аз не мога повярвам, че това е модерен и
Okay,
така смут.
so this is the guy who gave the Siri quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
Я гледам.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? With Churres. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck.
О, кофти, че има ехо, те го
I presume this comes as no surprise
показват
to
в
you.
зала и там е снимал.
No.
Затова и
The
качеството
this
не е
smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men.
Не може да представим това нещо на 4К резолюция. Поне. Не можем просто. Не можем. Не знам.
Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace.
Я да видим.
Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. We'll find none fresher.
Reckon me ladies after one of them.
Girls, get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel, cod, all Brexit's finest.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos
Metahuman
clock, and
tools,
more.
естествено.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Бе, обаче виж колко low poly, не low poly, а low texture с всичките риби, всичко е. Или поне така се вижда на клипа. Тук това LED трябва да е между рибите. Или сол, може сол на бучки. Обаче всичко е страшно low resolution, да мога да го рендърна. Така не знам. Това много е тегаво. Чай, че аз събрах, че камерата ми е тук. Не е там. Да.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
They should, yeah.
But the prisoner in Pillar isn't exciting enough for wild rest.
Може и LED да е.
Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus.
Те почват да свирят, се събират хора.
Deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
Crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business.
Добре.
And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we are making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever.
Добре.
And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic.
Добре.
I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A
Майко
first
мило.
look at Lanexeter.
Onward, Kelby. We've worked.
Thanks, guys. Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Жулиен да ни каже. Айде, Жулиен. Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Senior Director Framework Engineer.
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando. I spent a lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world.
Wait a second. I forgot about something. Wait a second. Now we're talking. Ха! Вече е подобаващо. Айде да гледам.
Like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds.
Добре.
We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect.
Добре.
So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5, it supported static geometry.
Okay.
Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one is to use 3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of fine geometry.
Точно това.
So we had to rethink.
Точно това казвам и аз. Това е ненормална... Ненормални настройки просто. Не знам как да го опишем направо.
Our trees are
Сега само да свърши клипа ще покажа. Сега ще ви покажа нещо.
created
Само да свърши.
and displayed.
Да не забравим.
To create them, we developed Nanite assemblies.
Добре.
These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest. They are instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different ways. And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU. Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here. Lots of details.
Добре.
But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close, since when we move the camera back, they're barely a pixel.
Да.
Nanite foliage is almost done. We are moving it to the main line as we speak, and it will be available for everyone in 5.7. Another thing I would like to share is that ray tracing and lumen now run more than twice as fast, with no visual trade-off compared to when UE5 was released.
Okay.
And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles.
Добре.
And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more.
Добре.
Now let's talk about chaos physics. For chaos cloth, we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like Seriescape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flash, we introduce procedural muscle activations to make deformation and motion more natural. Your artist will still have control over tetrahedral simulation and train ML models that run fast in real time. We now support the baking of fluid surface data into lightweight assets to be played back at low cost. This is going to give you high fidelity water without the performance cost of real-time fluid simulation. For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Siri and Kelpie match up in their interaction.
Искам да им покажете скелета.
That works no matter the angle of approach. That's our modes character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic. Also, we now have a secondary layer of animation driven by physics in Control Rig. We used it in Kelpie's rig to drive the mane, the tail, and the saddlebags. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel off the game thread, which was our bottleneck. And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like movement, avoidance, state tree behaviors, we also move them to worker threads.
Майко.
This is really going to help you create scenes that are crowded and lively. Streaming has always been a big deal regarding performance. And the three biggest improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async, improve runtime PCG for ground scatter on GPU, and a new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry. And just to take a different example, in City Sample, the streaming time was cut down by 90% while moving at high speed. We focus on a lot of areas for performance in 5.6, and mobile is no exception. We work on better defaults and scalability settings for mobile and minimize the default package size. We also improve our workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser, an on-device iteration workflow, and a mobile preview solution. So there you go. Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's available today.
Майко.
Please go, enjoy the tech talks and session we have for you guys, and come chat with us. And now, please welcome Chris from the MetaHuman team. Thank you.
Jesus. Holy fuck. Wind's howling. Actually, it was my GPU. Never mind. Да. Добре. Окей. Много добре. Искам само да ви покажа нещо. Така, вижда се, нали? Остави процентите, остави мегахерците, остави милисекундите фреймтайм. Гледаме само Direct 3D 12 FPS. Така. Тук имаме разни скелетони. Това е 4K резолюция в момента. Face Mesh, Body Mesh е 4K. Другата мисля, че е 2K. Не съм сигурен. Не. Май пак е 4. Но... Да. Остави ги тех. Мани. Тук съм си направил някакви планини, някакви изрезки. Тук си играх да скулптирам планини и работи. Остави това. Така. Е тук на чистичко, тук няма нищо. Не съм добавил нито текстчър, нито нищо. Просто е така, само да ви покажа нещо. 120 FPS, защото мисля, че е локнат, не знам. Както и да е. Така. Нека да увеличим малко бръш. Ето колко е бръша в сравнение с човек. За сравнение. Връщаме се. Правим едно кръгче с трева. И то бъгава трева. Виж какво прави. Тя е полудява. Не знае къде се намира. Въобще не съм си играл да я гласим или нищо, просто по-лич. Ето всичките тия неща в момента ги е добавил. 1059 такива, 1097, 4000, 1000 такива, 2000 такива, 2000 такива, 1000, 1000, 2000, горе-долу. Така. Ето, нарисуваме едно. Така. Колко FPS имам? Да, това не е оптимизирано една секунда. Това е извращение в момента, което правим. Ето как изглежда. Ето колко FPS има. Къде ми е FPS-а? Static Mesh Component. FPS спадна на 0. Да, още така. Може ли да го изтрия това? Само да отбиеш за малко. Този вече се изтри всичко. Добре, благодаря ти. И всичко се оправи. Нормализира. И така. Не знам как са го измислили. В момента този рендеринг беше изцяло на процесора. Както видяхте, видеокартата си седеше на 14%. Май. Процесора беше... Е така. Добре. Аз още нищо не разбирам. Нали? Нищо не разбирам. Прави се, че разбирам. Цаката да се правиш, че разбираш. Нищо не разбирам. Играх си тук. Може да си добавя вода. Реално. Ето тук в тази част, дето съм направил ниската. Може да добавя вода. Тук може да си пейнтнем всичко, да си добавим някакви фолиични неща. Обаче, това дето го направих е извращение. Това просто е ужас. Това е ужас. Хитмап. Аз съм изтрил хитмаповете. Добре, след това. Не ме интересува. Толкова много неща загласни са, че не истина. Skylight. То са Skylight, то са атмосфера, то са постпроцес волюм, то са Exponential Hate Fog. Fog Density. Другото, можеш да си добавиш аудио. И си имаш Ambient Sounds в играта. Да. И така. И си гласиш. Добре, това исках да покажем. Нищо друго. Просто исках да покажем една проста трева, какво прави, като е на 1000 тонове и като не знаеш какво се случва. А уния как го правят? Просто не знам. Просто аз не знам. Следващата ръчканост в Unreal ще се опитам да направя този характер в момента, дето ти е манекена. И можеш да си добавиш един от метахюманите на негово место. И си тичаш с метахюман. И почваш да си правиш сцена. И така. И си цъкаш. Няма да сейвам нищо, защото нищо не съм направил. Окей. Това исках да покажа. Don't save. Благодаря за вниманието. Айде да продължим се. Следващия клип. Чичо Dead Stranding. 2. Какво стана, бе? Този клип свърши и стана някаква лудница. Чакай малко. Добре. И сигурно е копирайт. Чичо, Death Stranding, нямам тениска за теб вече. Дай гледам. Каква е тая маска, бе, брат? Състаряване. Чакай малко, на Death Stranding ли беше? Като те вали дъждът ти състарява моментално. Или се бъркам. На Death Stranding май беше. Завали ли те дъжд директно по кожата, те състарява. За секунди. On the ship.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the DHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
Okay.
These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours.
Най-крипи маска.
And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
Защо сте безцветни, бе?
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out,
On the ship са
cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
On the board.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together, helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger, still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
With the support of the chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but...
We found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was.
Troy Baker.
Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist, where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Heads?
Huh?
Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you?
I have no idea. Добре. Прилича китара.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
И това ще излезне за PlayStation 5 първо. Аз съм зривен. Нямам никакви думи. Ако мисля, че знам какво съм гледал, не знам. Нямам никаква представа. Въобще нямам идея какво се случва. Изобщо не знам какво се случва. Уоу! Майко! Дай гледаме и последния. Resident Evil.
Grace.
Grace?
Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Coming.
Оринала ли се в документ?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Oh, nee, Chingit. Майко мила. О. 27 февруари 2026. Майчице. Тези игри. Тези полудяли игри. А за Witcher няма да говорим. Сигурно 2029. Може би 2030. Там некъде. То ще излезне Unreal Engine 6.9 сигурно. Или Unreal Engine 7.5 или 10.12. Няма значение. Майко мила. Ненормалщина. Ненормалщина. Добро е. И Resident Evil е добро много. Ще бъде нещо страшно, наистина ще бъде нещо страшно. И яко. Death Stranding просто не знам какво да кажа. Просто нямам какво да кажа. Нямам думи. Не знам. Абсолютно превъртелщина. Абсолютно превъртелщина. Мале, колко ще се разцепиме, колко игри има да излизат, още не знам. Аз си чуя. Добре. Толкова от трейлър видеото ми. Ако сте ги гледали преди това трейлърите, баце. Много са добри. Уникални са. Аре, че имаме да играме игри и неща. И ще видим следващото видео и в следващия клип. Благодаря за гледането. И в следващия път.